As we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it, and there's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically maybe a win for the defense. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
Oh, a little 360.
Oh,
it's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. First carry for James Conner. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Chris Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go,
there is a hush indeed. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Balaj. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. It's Rosen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rosen will throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action. It's Rosen. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. This is Crockett. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
That's an end. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, alert, alert.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Bailey. Room here to run. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that'd scare me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
58. Mike, 58, right there.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get ready. Get ready.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Check.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
From the gun, here's Brissett. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Yeah, 50 out. 55 to mine. Drop deep, drop deep.
A first down throw for Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To throw is Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll throw again. Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 22, check, cover. 22.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check pass, check pass. Yup, yup. Smoke Henry. Mike 55, Mike 55. Squish, squish, double check.
Brissett sets to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10 to Crockett on the ground. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Here's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now it's Rosen looking. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Justin Houston racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long here for Rosen. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go, go. 15 money. 15 money. Man, that's trash.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Crockett. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
That's it, baby.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day. I'm here all over.
To throw, Brissett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Crockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Here's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Alert, alert, alert.
To throw is Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On third down, Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Rosen to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run with Crockett. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brissett. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the ready. Watching your time. 6-man. Check her out.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
16.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.